Yo, what's going on, PokeChamps? This is your boy Infamous, and a few weeks back I created the first ever video of my Neous region, which is my own fan-made region which I am pulling inspiration from Black Clover and just things in my imagination that I think would fit the Pokemon world. In the last video we created the first stages of our starter Pokemon, that being a Grass Wallaby, a Fire Lamb, and a Water Electric Monkey. In that video, I dived into the lore of the actual Pokemon, the inspiration, and overall the design I was going for. So I would recommend checking out that video if you want to know a lot more about the starters so you're not confused in this one. So make sure to check out the iCard up above or even check the description down below, which I will post the full playlist so you can always be up to date on everything when it comes to the Neous region. Again, in this video we're creating the middle stages of these Pokemon, which is the most awkward stage for them, and of course they will look awesome and complete at the very end in the next video. That being said, make sure you guys do leave a like on the video, share the video out, and let me know your thoughts of the starters. But if you guys are ready, let's dive in. Now, some of you may notice that I actually tweaked some of the designs of our first stage Pokemon, just because my art style is improving and I'm having a lot more design ideas that I wanted to implement into these Pokemon, especially upon evolution. Now, of course, when it comes to Twiggaby, I just changed its shading to make it a little bit better, and I think it turned out really good. I also spent a little bit of time making sure I liked its shiny form, and I think it looks really good with the nice hues of pink and the darker greens. I think it works well. Now, when it came to the evolution of Twiggaby, I wanted a Pokemon that seemed pretty different from its predecessor, changing up its demeanor and overall giving it a more edgy look, and I think I liked the option that we came out with. So I gave it some pretty nice spiky ears, gave it a really interesting body shape, and really wanted to emphasize the legs and the arms, but more importantly the tail, as that's going to be a huge factor in all three stages of this Pokemon. So I thought it'd be fun to actually have the pose sitting on top of the tail, but also emphasizing that this Pokemon is here to take you on. Now, of course, through the drawing process, a lot of things changed, but I landed on the design here, and I want to introduce you guys to Hopplant. Hopplant, the Hopper Pokemon and a grass and fighting type. Hopplant, now evolved from Twiggaby, has become stronger through vigorous body and tail training, using its tail and feet to crush, smash, lift, and destroy boulders or any large rocks during its training. Hopplant can be found sleeping standing up by laying its tail flat on the ground and leaving itself in the air. It also helps make it aware of any opponents coming at it. I also thought it'd be fun to really show off more of its fighting typing, and I also give it a brand new move to Pokemon, that being Mach Kick, which is actually really identical to Mach Punch, but instead it's a vigorous kick. Makes all the sense, and it also has that priority ability as well. Again, design-wise, the leaves are going to be a very impactful side of what he's going to turn into for his final evolution. So definitely you can see we have more leaves covering some of the tail and as well going into the face, so you'll see those really play out very soon. Of course, here's the shiny, having those nice hues of purple pink with that nice brown. It looks really good in my opinion. But let me know, do you still love Twiggaby's line? Now it's time for the fire type, that being Charwool's evolution. Now it definitely seemed that Charwool was a fan favorite thus far. That being said, I actually wanted to go back and revise its design. With some help from a Discord user named by whom yes, he actually helped me so much by simplifying it, and it looks incredible, while keeping a lot of the aspects of Charwool and then also giving it an updated look. This is the new design and I really do like it. I also went back in and improved its shiny, which I think I may change later because it kind of reminds me of Twiggaby's, but we'll keep it for now. Now for the evolution, I actually wanted to do something very different and put Charwool back on 4 legs like an actual sheep or lamb, as many starters with a more humanoid shape decide to keep that throughout all the evolution. Now of course we do have a couple of Pokemon that do go against the grain, but I decided to go with something back on all 4 legs but keeping the design different, but overall simple, and I filled in with simple colors just like Charwool, and there you guys have it. We have ourselves Boblaze. I will also add in that you notice that its wool is a different color, that being a kind of darkish mid-tone gray, I would say, and that definitely plays a big part into its steel wool perspective if you kind of know where this is heading. Now Boblaze, a sheep Pokemon. Keeping its fire typing, Boblaze is a proud Pokemon upon evolution, becoming more confident being on all 4 of its hooves. It uses those to charge at its opponents, sometimes in quick speeds. Just like Charwool, once in a battle or attacking, its horns will glow, and also it usually means a Boblaze with the longest horns tends to be the strongest. Let's not forget the shiny, and I think it looks pretty good. Overall keeping the same colors to Charwool, but again, looking unique, being back on all fours, I think it looks good. Let me know if Charwool is still your favorite and if you would actually love to have Boblaze on your team. Now last but not least is the Water Monkey, my fan favorite in the Neous region, and a Pokemon that I am loving even more and more while creating its evolutions. Aguaky went through a bit of a change and actually inspired the changes in the reshadow of the other two starters, rounding it off a bit more, increasing the head size, and just streamlining its design as a whole. I think it looks really good, and overall one of my favorite designs thus far still. I love this Pokemon, and it's so unique being a water electric type, which I know we do have some of those in the world of Pokemon, but again, it's a water monkey. Now upon evolution, I actually had a design that I kind of wanted to go for, but I also have to give another huge shout out to Yes, who actually really helped me put a different spin on it, as well as giving a shout out to L, who helped me finalize the design. Overall, we went for something that definitely seemed a little more playful and played more into its electric side. Now I got some tips to kind of push more of its inspiration, which of course comes from a Paddis monkey. Flipping its head upside down is where the head shape comes from. Having it in more of a power pose and then having the fur be pretty spiky plays more into its shocking electric power. Lastly, adding that thunderbolt on its tail made it look absolutely amazing, and I think that's what finished off the design. And there you guys have it. Meet the evolution of Aguaky being Wataki. Wataki, the playful Pokemon. Keeping its water electric typing, Wataki's speed and swiftness is unparalleled in comparison to most Pokemon. Upon evolution, its fur tends to stick up from constant flow of electricity going throughout its body. The water pouches found on its hands and knees are there to help regulate its body so it doesn't overheat from electricity. Overall, I love this design and was my favorite out of the three. Overall, I love all three of them, but come on, look at Wataki. He is looking amazing, and I do love the new face design that I went with, again from help from L, who actually helped me make this design. It reminds me of Black Lightning from DC, which I think is a cool thing because I love DC and I do like the show Black Lightning, and he's a badass superhero with electric powers. Now, I wanted to add a little bit more background on the starters for you guys, so that way you have more perspective of how I pulled Black Clover into this region. And again, everything in this region won't be inspired by Black Clover, but it did inspire tons of characters that you guys are going to meet in future videos, and the three starters by melding in a couple different things. Now my three starters, starting with the Twiggaby line, is actually going to be based off of non-magic users, as I plan to have this Pokemon be a strictly physical attacking Pokemon, which I know sounds a little bit crazy, and there will be some loopholes with different moves, but again, it will be something known as a non-magic user like in Black Clover, similar to Asta. He can't use magic, but he can use his physical strength, which is why Twiggaby is going to be the representation of that. As for the Charwool line, I wanted to base it off of the Royals and the Magic Knights, showing that it's going to actually become more confident in its power as it grows and evolves. It is also known to be a Pokemon that is inspired by wealth and greatness. Its final design will reflect that even more. Lastly, the Aguaky line is going to be based off of the Heart Kingdom, by showing unique abilities like in its typing being water and electric, which pulls from a great inspiration from a character that's actually in the Heart Kingdom, that being Gaja, who actually uses lightning magic. And usually in the Heart Kingdom, they tend to use some really great varieties of magic that is extremely powerful. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the evolutions of our starter Pokemon. In the next video, I'm going to be working on the final stages, making these Pokemon lines look absolutely complete, and you guys can have your final partner to start your complete adventure in the Neous region. Now, of course, if you don't follow me on Twitter or you haven't joined the Discord, I would recommend doing so, as sometimes I drop sneak peeks, regional forms, or even ask for your help to help me design some of these Pokemon. Again, I'm getting back into drawing, and this has been new for me, drawing designs as Pokemon, animals, and just proportions overall, so I could definitely use your help. Again, that being said, I have to give a huge shout out to Yes in the Discord, as well as L, who's been helping with all these designs, so thank you so much, and also the Pokegirls, who's making his own Pokemon Fakemon region and has recently helped me out as well. So thank you guys so much. I really couldn't do it without any of you guys. Again, if you enjoyed the content and want to see more of the Neous region, don't forget to leave a like on this video, share the video out, and hit the subscribe button. I'll see all of you guys next time, and bye!